and say, yes, I was there, the leadership was elected. Easily. Yeah, Africa, we are, you know, an organization. Every organization, for it to be strong, its strength lies in the youth, because they can still run, they can still think properly, they've got less stress, and they can still focus. Therefore, the leadership which is here, which is elected today, we are banking on you for the PAC. I must be honest with you that we are experiencing a high hill in the PAC now. The PAC is in great trouble, both inside and outside. Our organization has been infiltrated deeply so, because they took advantage of our youth is not strong. You see, when someone misbehave, let's take a scenario at the location or at the village level. When the family or the family is being undermined by thugs, they undermine it because they've realized that there are no strong young people who can deal with those thugs there. It's always the case. So the PAC as an organization is a victim of that now. There are many thugs, everybody who wants to cause trouble comes to the PAC and be listened to. So therefore, we are not saying go out and be radical, but we are saying help us to protect the PAC, because the PAC is deeply infiltrated, to the extent that you don't even know. When you thought this person is a veteran, you still get the problem again. But now what we are saying is that, please, Africa, the future of the PAC does not lie there at head office, does not lie there with the NEC members. It lies with us all. Whether there are mistakes, there are wrongdoings, if we make mistakes in the process of building the PAC, you can forgive us for that. But if we make mistakes for destroying the PAC, there's no forgiveness for that. So therefore, the youth must be the real blood of the PAC, and put things in right perspective, so that we can continue to have pride with our organization. There are people, Africa, who are there to help the PAC to die, so that they must go somewhere and get positions. There are people who have been promised to say, you kill it, I'll give you something. And they will talk as if they are talking sense. You see? Therefore, unfortunately, we are not going to allow it. We are not going to allow people to come and convince us with whatever speeches or whatever quotations, but as long as that thing has got to do with destroying the PAC, we are not going to listen to it. We are not going to allow it. Therefore, what I'm saying is that we are with you as the PAC. We will be with you. From Mpumalanga, we have declared that we are going to support all our component structures. And to the extent that we also put them in our budget. We don't just talk. We have put them in our budget. They will be receiving a share every month from our budget as Mpumalanga. So therefore, we think this thing will go on, because the problem that we are having is that someone will have something there, doesn't even share it with the children, and even these children, when they've got something, they also don't share it with the family. Therefore, I was impressed yesterday the way, I must thank you, former president and your NEC, the way you gave a lending hand to the PAC. Therefore, when we talk of relations, we mean that one, because it's possible that you'll get something as the youth, And then it's possible that it is a must that the mother body is a must, that one that they must support the component structures. But when component structures get something as well, they must also think about the mother body. Therefore, I'm saying, I hope this leadership is not going to be the leadership which is going to stand on the hill and say, pointing figures and say, this PAC, that PAC, but it's going to be that we are going to do this to protect the PAC, because we are also the PAC. We don't want this thing because you are undermining us as the members of the PAC. Therefore, I'm saying we rely on you, and then we have to work together. We want to help each other. We have to help each other so that by the time Africa President said we must take over power. By the time we take over power, we are clean, meaning that we have dealt with those people who are not for the growth of the PAC. Because come 2009, there will be a lot of people will be trying to be number one on the list, whether it's provincial or national or local government. This tendency of crying for number one shows that we are going to get one seat, you see. So therefore we must correct that thing, saying we are going to take over power. Even if there are 30 seats, even if I'm number 30, I'm confident that I'm going to be in parliament or in government. So that's how we must approach it. So, Africa, I'm very much happy. I was here from yesterday. I'm not a delegate. I just came here at my own interest just to see what's going on. We have got our delegates here. We could have just left them to go. But I said, no, let's go and hear and see and observe what's happening there. It's not here. I was not here to guard you what you are doing or whatever. I was just here to see how are you doing things. Because as a leader, you must also check what other leaders do somewhere at a certain level. You can learn from them, they can learn from you. So therefore, my presence here was not monitoring whatever. I was here just for a support. Easily. Yeah. Africa. Easily.